Hey, so this is going to be a quick video. It's a late night video, so that's why everything's not really set up. I'm sorry if you're hearing noises. I got a fan right beside me blowing. It's too damn warm right now. But I just finished watching the Transformers Kingdom series, and I'll probably do a better video about that later. I just wanted to get my quick initial thoughts. And if you had problems with the previous two seasons, you're pretty much going to have mostly the same issues with Kingdom, and there are a couple of low notes in this. I feel like some of Earthrise is a little more irrelevant right now, considering what happens in Kingdom. But what I will say is this: I think there's a lot more high notes in this, and I was actually pleasantly surprised by how much I was actually entertained by it. Some of the voices I kind of got used to. The voice for Megatron, the Predacon Megatron, wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. And I think the worst voice is Tigatron, not because of the voice actor, but because it just doesn't really suit him. Like, all the other characters are kind of somewhat, familiar or trying to do similar things. And then Tigatron doesn't sound anything like Tigatron. He doesn't really have most of the characteristics of Tigatron. So it was just kind of messed up with that. But otherwise, there's some cool references and nice meetups, and yeah, I will say I was more entertained by this than definitely Earthrise, and more entertained than I think Siege. What I will say about the Netflix series is, at least in the concept of the series, it's a pretty good idea. A dark tone, serious tone with uh, a more story driven series, and I like some of the situations and some of the characteristics and some of the arcs that were planned. I'm not sure how well it was handled, and I think some of the voice casting could have been better, even if they didn't want to get some of the original cast members of Transformers. I feel like it could have been done better. Hell, in fact, some of the voice acting was better suited for different characters, so that was kind of weird. But yeah, again, I think there's some pretty good ideas. I think as a whole, when you think of the seasons, they're pretty good because with Siege, thinking about a series that takes place before the war or before they actually land on Earth, um, that's something that people wanted. Earthrise, series where it's about them going to Earth, yeah, that's a pretty good idea. Kingdom, where Beast Wars characters and G1 characters meet up, sounds like a pretty good idea. Again, I just think it's how it's handled. So, yeah, essentially, I'll just say this: Kingdom, the better one out of the three. I'll say that at least. With my first initial thoughts, uh, I kind of debate later on whether or not it's actually good, but yeah, I do think that Kingdom is the best one. So, with that, I'll see you guys next time.